Hey there, everybody. Thank you for joining this live webinar. I'm incredibly excited to have you all live here on this call with me. My name is Radu, and thank you again for joining. Now, before we begin, can everyone give me a one in the chat box if you can properly hear my voice and if you can see my screen right here? It should say webinar will begin shortly, start time 3 p.m. Eastern. Give me a one if you can see that. All right, perfect, excellent. All right, so I'm still seeing literally hundreds of people still connecting to the webinar, still downloading the GoToWebinar app so they can join this call. So before I jump straight into today's training, I thought that it would be nice to sort of talk a little bit about myself and then hear something about you. So I'll start. My name is Radu. I'm originally from Bucharest, Romania, currently traveling in the UK right now, and I'm excited to be here on this call with you. Now, if you can let me know your name and city in the chat box, I can try and say hi to everyone here live right now. All right. Hey, Alex from St. Petersburg. Hey, Enrique from Mexico. We've got somebody from Melbourne, Warwick. Hey there. Harry from Netherlands. Another Harry from Virginia this time. Matt from Tauranga. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Lodi from Canada. We've got people from California, India, Delaware. Jill in Augusta, Georgia. Erica, Gary, Margaret, Edgar, Stephanie, Mike, and we've got people from Kosovo, Atlanta, Japan, Iceland, Colorado, Indiana, Nevada, Nebraska. Hey, Janice. Hello, James from the UK. Pat from Canada. We've got people from California, Spain, Scotland, Houston, Texas, Silicon Valley, Norfolk, Ireland, and basically I've got an international audience here today. Thank you for that. Thank you for joining with me on this live call. So welcome. This is a bonus VIP webinar that's especially done for ImageX customers and IMX subscribers. So probably if you're on this call right now today, you either purchased ImageX last week or you've been a subscriber to my monthly IMX training program. So thank you for either getting ImageX or for being a subscriber to IMX. I appreciate that, and I'm happy that I'm able to provide you with those amazing products. So before we begin, I wanted to say thank you for your time. I know your time is valuable. It's in fact our most precious asset. You cannot get your time back. You can always make more money, but you don't have a way to generate more of your time. So I promise I respect it. I'm keeping this webinar straight to the point, fluff free, full of content. And basically what I'm about to do in the next hour and a half is provide you with a step-by-step walkthrough into how I run my business and how you can replicate how I run my business successfully, even starting from tomorrow if you have the dedication to do it. So let me know if that sounds awesome to you. Give me a one in the chat box if you're excited to see what I'm about to share, and I'll wait for you to do that. All right, awesome. Lots of exciting answers. Everybody's excited to be here. I'm glad. So this webinar, again, is packed full of actionable content and it won't take very long. But what I need you to do is shut down all of the distractions. So close your Facebook, close your Skype, whatever else you have that takes away your attention. Grab a pen and paper so you can jot down questions and ideas as I speak. And please note that at the end, I'll be answering questions one-on-one with you. I will not end this webinar until I answer all of your questions. So please know that if at any point something sounds confusing, wait until the end, stick until the end. There's a live question and answer session at the end where I'll jump on the call again and answer every single question that you may have. So this is special for my ImageX and IMX customers, which I've already mentioned. It's a bonus call. I'm not doing those very often, once every few months, maybe twice a year. So thanks again for joining. You learn the secrets to a profitable online business and how to really generate true passive profits, not just the type of income that comes from exploiting loopholes that usually works for a couple of weeks, but how to truly generate real recurring income, passive income that fills your PayPal account or your bank account even while you're sleeping. I think that's the end goal for all of us internet marketers. That's why we're doing it. That's why we're marketing online, to be able to generate money at will while we're doing other things that we love. And you'll also learn the reason why it seems that you can't quite make it in this industry. If you ever felt frustrated that there was some missing piece of the puzzle, you'll learn on this call how to fix that, why that is, why you have that feeling, how to overcome it, how to absolutely crush it with your goals this year, and how to achieve online success. And you'll also learn what the gurus are hiding from you and how you can exploit that to your advantage and to absolutely skyrocket your business by the end of this call. Does that sound like something you're interested in? Give me a one in the chat box if that's the case. I'll keep asking those sort of questions so I know if what I'm talking about makes sense to you and gets you excited. All right. Awesome. Perfect. Now, quickly about me, before I begin, give me a one if you know who I am, what I do, what my business revolves around, or give me a two if you don't, if you have no idea who I am, if you have no idea about my online business. All right. So mostly ones, some twos as well. I can see a 1.5. So I think that person knows a little bit about me, but wants to hear more. Okay, really quickly. You might have heard of these products: ImageX, Trivu, ShopExpress, Software Store, MailX, WordRank, VideoX, Article Buddy, WebinarX, VidProtect, and so on. Chances are, if you're on this call, you either own one or several of these tools. Now, what happens is that I am the reason why you've heard of these tools in the first place. I launch and I market these products. Basically, I bring in the traffic, I do funnel creation, product launching, and most importantly, evergreen passive marketing profits. Something that I touched on briefly earlier is that your end goal with your online business, whatever you're doing at every day, you should keep in mind that the end goal is to generate passive income. You don't want to keep working for tens of years until you're really financially independent. So whatever your long-term goals are, keep in mind you want to hit that moment where you're generating passive income and you don't have anything to care about other than the fact that every single day you're making money without having to lift a finger. And this is possible, and you'll by the end of this call you'll learn how to do it. It's a system, it's step by step, it's easy to replicate because I've had literally tens of people replicate this system and successfully doing my way of internet marketing over the past couple of years. Again, I've started about 4 years ago doing SEO. Basically, I was building micro niche sites. Some of you, if you've been around in the internet marketing world for the past 4 years or more, you've heard about those. Those were lousy 2-page, 3-page websites that had nothing but a spun article that read like crap, and then it was full of Google AdSense ads. And they were working extremely well because visitors, when they reached those websites, they wanted so quickly to get away from them, they clicked on those ads and they were making us money. But Google issued those Panda and Penguin updates that literally wiped out overnight 90% of my traffic, and with it, 90% of my business. Now, I got back by building and ranking authority sites, but that moment, it made me realize that really Google controlled my destiny. With a simple algorithm update, with a simple tweak in how they ranked websites, my entire traffic source disappeared overnight, leaving me with what I thought was stable income gone. So in reality, it was just like a job. Google virtually controlled my destiny by giving me a little bit of traffic, taking the lion's share of the profits from those ads, and then paying me peanuts in return. I had all of the risk because my sites could have gone overnight, wiped out from the search rankings, but I was making very little money in return. So I had this system in place making me money, but it wasn't. I wasn't satisfied with it because of these reasons. It wasn't a stable business. It wasn't something that I could grow and count on as passive revenue for years to come. It was very unsecure. It was all about exploiting loopholes. And you'll hear about that more as we go along, because while Google micro niche sites are no longer a thing in the internet marketing world, exploiting loopholes certainly is. Most products, I'll venture out and say 90% of the products that you receive emails about, that you see in your inbox, are all about exploiting loopholes, either through Facebook traffic, which is really hot right now. But in reality, Facebook is just like Google. They control everything. It's a closed system that they have full control of. They can ban your accounts anytime. They can terminate your ads. They can change their algorithms so you're no longer making any free traffic, and so on. It's not stable, and it's not here to stay long term. So, whenever you're assessing what you should do next online, have a long-term goal in mind. So obviously, I had this in place, but I didn't like it, so I started to outsource it and focus on bigger things for me. So I built my custom-made software to help my outsourcers make me more money faster and easier so that I can pursue those bigger goals. Now, one day in 2011, I stumbled upon the WSO section of the Warrior Forum. Now, if you've heard of the Warrior Forum before, give me a 1 in the chat box. Yeah, okay. And if you haven't, give me a 2, just so I know. Yeah, okay. So some people have, some people haven't. Basically, it was a forum. It was an internet marketing forum where you could go and publish products, sell products to other people. Back then, there was so much crap in there that I thought when I first saw it, if I listed my software there, it would stand head and shoulders above everything else. Now, I was right. Now, the first sales page to my product, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing back then. I didn't even have audio on my demo video. So it was just a video of me clicking around the software, showing people how it was working, but it had no sound. It was lame. It was a forum post. It had no headlines. It had no images. It had nothing. Still, within a week, I generated $5,000 in profit, and I've never looked back since. Actually, since then, I've generated over $1 million in sales from my product launches, and I've got product of the day on JVZoo and Warrior Plus over 15 times. I realized that while there is a ton of money to be made in SEO, and certainly it applies to the same principles with Facebook, Amazon, or replace whatever big corporation here you want. Some people are able to make a lot of money there, but for the most of us, it's very, very hard to get because it's all about exploiting loopholes. Literally next week, everything could change and you would have to start from zero. And this is terribly frustrating for somebody starting out. You want to build momentum. You want to have what you do today still work in a week, in 2 weeks, in 1 month, so you can slowly build on top of your business until you're reaching those goals of yours and you're truly making the money that you wish. So again, even though some crush it with those methods, with exploiting loopholes, with slaving away for big corporations, it's not as profitable for everyone else. Because again, Google controls the whole system. They pay you peanuts and they can fire you anytime they want. Now, don't even get me started on Amazon's 4% commissions that they're paying out to affiliates, or Facebook's ability to ban you anytime they want to. Now, the $1 million secret. And again, keep in mind, While it may seem at some point like, you might be thinking this is something I cannot do, get that out of your head, all right? This is a system, it's replicable. I've had tens of people being able to implement this successfully, even though they had nothing when starting out. Now, again, this is proof from 1 year ago. Well, I did 2 launches back to back, 7 days each. This is proof from my account from 2014, 2013, some 2015. Now, I'm showing you this for a very specific reason. I want to show you that this method has been steadily working for years. Not only that, you can see proof from 2016 here that if I back up here, oh, sorry. So this is again the entire 2013, 2014 combined. And this here is just 3 months in 2016, from roughly the end of April up until July. And if you add all of those amounts up, you realize that not only has it been working for years, it's only getting better and better and better. So it's stable, it's growing, and it's truly passive profits. You don't have to worry about them disappearing overnight. Now, those are my products at the top of JVZoo Warrior Plus. The first screenshot right here called Niche Synergy. Bish, this is actually a coaching student of mine. I helped him with his very first product. It generated $20,000 in profits, pure profits, money he took home from his first launch. And since then, he's doing it for years now. He's doing maybe 1 or twice launching each year. Meanwhile, he's just collecting payments and living the internet lifestyle. Now, this is the type of sales that we can bring in a month. Now you can see proof from 2015. This is ImageX, which has been my best-selling product, and it was actually the best-selling product on the entire platform or across the entire JVZoo over the past 30 days. It did over 5,000 sales. And ImageX as well has been a runaway success. So you've seen it up all the way from 2013 up until last week. It's still working and it's only going up. So obviously I transitioned fully from SEO to selling my own products, and what a difference that was, because I went from making maybe $2,000 per month, but living with the fear of getting slapped anytime, day or night, to generating over 200,000 with my last launch alone. Now, again, the type of sales that you'd expect to generate inside 1 month, this is August and September 2015, and then 2016, February, and between May and July. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Now, you've obviously seen tons of screenshots with me launching multiple products. I do a launch maybe once every 2 or 3 months. Now, I don't have to launch all the time. I just love the entire process of bringing a solution to an audience that actually helps them. It makes everybody happy. Obviously, I make a lot of money. The affiliates who are promoting me are making a lot of money, and the end customer gets a fantastic product for a very, very low price. Now, these products, they still sell for me even years after I originally launched them. And for some students of mine, all they did was they launched once or twice, and then they still had trickling traffic generating sales for them for years to come, or they used their email list that they built from the launch to start promoting affiliate products and make affiliate income month in, month out. Now, the beauty with that trickling traffic from affiliates who promote your product is that it never ends. Now, why is this infinite traffic? It's because when you have a product, other people come to you to promote. So affiliates, people who are getting a commission by promoting your product, they go out there, they build sites that they try to rank, they buy backlinks, they SEO optimize, they have the fear that Google might slap them at any time and lose their traffic. They build videos for you that they try to rank in YouTube, and yet you are the one who's getting the lion's share of the profits because you control the product, you control the sale. Every affiliate is only making money for himself. You're making money from every single person who is promoting you. So obviously, I can't stress how important this is. You don't work for Google. They do all the work, so you have really zero risk while you're getting most of the profits. You make all the money, really. So this allows you to exit the rat race and end what I call the buyer mentality, which means instead of going with the one method that seems to be making everybody money, you jump around from method to method without getting meaningful results. Now, with this system, you end up actually controlling your destiny. You're in full control. You can decide what you want to do with your time, with your money, or with the way you're running your business. Now, what next? Obviously, I made decent money from SEO, but I made 10 times, maybe 100 times more by launching the training and software that got me there. But now I had this huge list of customers. So obviously, email marketing came as a natural consequence. Now, email marketing is the true holy grail of push button profits. Now, I'm sure you've heard about push button profits, maybe 100 times so far. Everybody likes to throw it on their sales pages and claim this app makes you push button profits. Now, email marketing is I'd say it is the only system that comes close to actually generating push button profits, because all you have to do once you have that email list is write an email, click send, it goes out to all of the people on your list, and you make sales. It's truly passive, it's truly long term, and you have a stable business you can rely on. Now, this is me actually dominating leaderboards across. Those are all the people who generate sales for a specific launch, and they do leaderboards so that an affiliate would know their place inside their industry. So you can see I'm making the top 10 quite often, and I'm sometimes even winning it. First year again, again number 1, 8th, 7th, 7th, second in the middle. Now, why email marketing? It's the holy grail. I've said it again, and I'll say it again now. It's the holy grail of true passive income and push button profits. All you have to do, write an email, click send, you make money. It's that easy. Now, this is what I've made last year alone by spending maybe 30 minutes, 60 minutes a day writing emails, and this is all 100% profit. This is the money that's actually my percentage, my commission. It's the money that I took home. Now, why all this? By now, you know, obviously, all about my business. You know how I generate my money, and you know that, the systems that I'm using are obviously extremely successful. But how can all of this help you? You might be thinking at this moment. You might be thinking, Radu, where do I start? So I showed you my SEO business, my product launch business, and my email marketing one. Obviously, you want to know where to start. And most importantly, a question I get asked all the time by my coaching students, because I also coach people on this system that I'm showing you here on this free webinar. Most people ask me, knowing what I know now, what would I do to start and get results fast in my online business if I were to go from scratch? My answer is the same all the time. It's product launching, plain and simple. It brings in the most money. You've seen the proof, and there's a reason why I showed you all of this proof, and we'll get to that in a second. But you've seen the proof. It brings in the most money, and yet it's very reliable and safe. It's been working for years, not just for myself, but for literally tens of coaching students who've been implementing the same blueprint, the same step-by-step system that's guaranteed to bring in results. Once you do it, just as important, once you launch your product, you have a massive email list of customers that want to hear more from you. So as a natural consequence, you start promoting affiliate products as well. Affiliate marketing through emails is again the sure way to generate passive profits. So product launching, you see this, it plain and simple jumpstart your business. You make a lot of money in the beginning from the sales from the launch, but you're also making money month after month passively just by sending emails. So again, why all this proof that I've showed you so far? For a very specific reason. The money made from product launching is so much more than any other online area, it's not even a discussion. So the fact is, in our industry, not a lot of people talk about this. You might not have heard about how successful product launching is from anyone else, in fact, other than myself. And that's for a very, very, very specific reason. Most people don't want you to know that. They want you to keep jumping from method to method, buying product after product from them, from those so-called gurus. So they keep making money while you're still frustrated and still trying to find out that one method that works for you, which keeps you in the loop, buying product after product. You're like a hamster spinning its wheels while those so-called gurus, they generate sales. So again, all of this proof is to show you that there's the biggest way to make money online is by selling your own product. It's plain and simple, generating life-changing money. Just stop for a second and think, what would you do if you had that much? By the end of this training, you'll know how. Because really, really, and you have to pay attention here right now, you can do it too. You might be thinking at this point, Radu, I have no idea how to create a product. I have no idea how to market it. You've been doing it successfully for years, and so on. Now, this is all negative thinking that you need to clear out of your mind right away. Here's something that I'm not telling a lot of people. When I first started out launching my own product, 5 years ago, I was 16 at that time. I haven't even finished high school. Obviously, at that time, I had no formal education in a way of, a university degree. I had literally no real life experience, business experience. I had no clue what to do next when I first started out. I had no money to invest. I had no list. I had no relationships within the industry. I had nothing. And yet I still made it. And I made it without having a step-by-step system that I'm showing you right now today. So again, keep that in mind. If I was able to do it, truly, rest assured, you are able to do it as well. And tons of coaching students have been able to implement and replicate my success. So yes, there is a system, there is a blueprint, and it's easy to follow, and it brings success. Whatever your background, whatever your experience in internet marketing, whatever income level you're at, or experience, or how technical you are, it's going to work for you just as well. So keep that in mind as we move on. There's nothing here that's too complex that you cannot do. In fact, as I mentioned, I'm also a coach. People I worked with who never launched before, they didn't even have any idea what the whole system involves. They had no idea where to start. They ended up doing their very own $150,000 launches after working with me. So again, it's a system, and it is very easy to replicate. In fact, I helped Mark Bishop. He was previously a plumber, actually, and he started internet marketing, and I helped him with his very first launch called Niche Synergy. It was over 1 year ago. It resulted in over $25,000 pure profit for him. Just as important is the fact that since then he's been doing this full time, launching his own products, generating sales, having a massive email list. In fact, some of you might have heard about Mark, who, if you're on this call right now, some of you are familiar with his name. He's a very, very successful marketer today, and it all started with that very first launch he did with me. Now, the secret, I wasn't always making 6 figures a year. Obviously, I've just told you that. And when I first started out, I had a very hard time jumping from one method to another without seeing any meaningful results. Now, give me a 1 in the chat box if you can relate. If you ever felt like, you were jumping from one method to another, but you weren't getting really anywhere. Instead, you were wasting your time. You were spending money recklessly, but you weren't getting the results, the satisfaction that you so desire. Right, so I got literally hundreds of ones. So if you ever felt like, this was just you, now you know the truth. Everybody who's starting out is struggling with the same sort of feelings. I have, my coaching students have, and yet you can overcome it. So if you ever felt like this, or if you're actually feeling like this right now, know that it gets better. Keep pushing, keep doing work towards a meaningful goal, and creating your own online business is absolutely possible. Now, throughout my coaching experience, and I mentioned it, I coach people extremely successfully, if I say so myself. I found out that most people online are dealing with the same sort of issues. They are lacking focus and a clear plan towards success. Tell me, give me a one in the chat box if you feel like if you had somebody give you a step-by-step action plan every day. So, when you woke up in the morning, you had a list of daily tasks you need to complete. And in the back of your head, you were 100% certain that by doing those tasks, you would achieve success. Tell me, how much more productive would you be? Do you feel that if you had this clear plan towards success, and if you had certainty that what you're doing works, would you be able to be more productive and achieve better results? Give me a one in the chat box if you feel like it. Yes, exactly. This is exactly the problem. So most people don't have that. So instead, they jump from method to method, wasting time and money in the process. Now, the best decision I've ever made, the catalyst for my six-figure, now seven-figure business, and the same crucial factor that helped hundreds of my students reach this threshold of $5,000 per month income online. And again, my last year online, I've made more money in 2016 than in the other 2 years combined. The biggest reason was I followed the money. I decided to go with the one method that seemed to make everyone money. I got a coach that could show me the inside of the business. And obviously, I started from the ground up. I told you this already. I had no money starting out, so my first money was made writing articles for people on Fiverr, and then I used all of that to build my SEO sites, and then I used the income from my SEO sites to create and market my first product, and the rest is history. Within 1 week of launching this first product, I was able to generate over $5,000 in profits. But the key is I had the right guidance. And the system is replicable because since then, I've been able to transition everything that I've learned from my personal experience over years of doing internet marketing, and I was able to help my students get the same level of success. So you need a coach. This is the bottom line. In this case, me. Products are great for learning this business. A lot of software is incredibly helpful at letting you achieve your goals. Some training really do help, but it wasn't until my students started a coaching program that their businesses exploded. That's because a coach will give you clarity, focus, you'll know every step of the way what you need to do, and he'll be there to answer any questions you may have. With a coach, you won't be jumping around from method to method anymore. You'd rather focus on one and make that work. So plain and simple, it's going to be the best business decision you'll ever make. So keep that in mind as we move on, as we jump into the launch sequence. Now, my number one advice to sum up this first part of the webinar, my number one advice is launch a product. Stop making other people money by buying product after product from them, and instead work towards making all of the money yourself. And at the same time, have other people make you money. These are affiliates who promote your product, who try to rank sites for you to get traffic, who do review videos, who have review sites that they promote your product on, and yet you're getting sales from all of those affiliates promoting your product. You're making most of the money with no risk. So again, to sum up, launching a product brings the kind of money that give you real financial freedom and the ability to focus on things that truly matter, things that you love, and you're able to be more with your family and loved ones. And I know that this is the end goal for so many of you on this call here today, because I know that was my goal when starting out. So you might be thinking at this point, okay, Radu, I got it. By now, it should be pretty clear which direction you should go. However, at this point, you might be afraid of starting out. Or plain and simple, you might just don't know how to start. And this is what this training is all about, because in this second part of the webinar, I'm going to show you step by step what to do and how to do it to build a really, truly stable online business that brings in passive profits. Seems good? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're excited to start what I call the launch sequence. All right, awesome. So I'm going to show you how to generate step by step a huge amount of money and tons of sales. However, a lot of people are afraid they can't launch a product. This might be you, and this might be how you're thinking right now. So, most people think only experts already making 6 figures can launch products. They think it requires a lot of hard selling. Other people, they're afraid of it. They think it takes a lot of money investing, outsourcing different tasks like developing software or doing the design work and so on. They don't know exactly how to bring traffic, or they just don't know the steps that are required to reach success in this industry, so they stay away from it. And the reason why is the fact that most products only give you a piece of the puzzle. So-called gurus, they purposefully keep you in the dark, because if you stop buying from them, they stop making money. Who makes most money online? It's sellers. If you follow the money, if you've seen all the proof that I shared so far, you know this. So sure, SEO works, affiliate marketing works, and I'm sure a lot of other stuff works too, but by far, the most money online is made by selling your own product. And the gurus, they won't tell you that because they don't want you to figure it out. Because then you'd move from the buyer mentality to seller mentality. So instead of buying product after product from them and making them money, you would start competing with them. You would start to take away their business and make most of the money yourself. That's why most people online, they don't talk about it. It's a way of so-called gurus to keep generating tons of profits from you and keep you in the dark on purpose. That's why I've made it a big goal for me this year to help as many people succeed online as possible. The reason why is because I've been in your shoes. I know what it's like to be confused and have no one show you the real way to make money online. So I'm telling you here and now, the real way to do it is by selling your own product. It's that easy. Even better, you'll end up with an email list of customers willing to hear more from you. So every time you email them, you make money. You create true cash on demand by pressing a button, so you enjoy the freedom that you've always wanted. You might be thinking, okay, Radu, sounds awesome, but I don't think I can do it. You might be thinking, I don't know how to create a product. If I don't get bombastic results, no one will buy. I'm afraid I'll fail. Now, that's all false, and let me debunk all that for you. There are just 2 things needed to succeed online. So I'm going to make it dead simple for you and show you how to do those 2 things successfully. But first, I want to see if you can guess. Write what you think is one of those 2 things. By now, you should have a great idea. So go on, I'll wait. All right, so some people say traffic, focus, my own product, focus, product, idea, product, coaching, a list of products, desire, product, email list again, determination and a system to follow. Amazing, amazing answers. Email list, a product to sell, creating a product. All right, let's see. Here you go. Number one, a great product. Most people nailed that. Number two, traffic. Some of you nailed this as well. And obviously, once you have a coach, he can help you put those things together. So everybody that said coach, again, great answer. And really, determination, focus, all of that is truly needed. But the two things, if you don't want to overcomplicate it, is number one, a great product, and traffic. That's it. That's it. We'll cover both by the end. With those two, you make money on autopilot. Now, obviously, there's work involved initially because you're actually building a true business here. You're not running around trying to exploit loopholes, make money this week, and then disappear in the night tomorrow. Obviously, there's some work involved initially, but most importantly is that once the offer is live, affiliates handle all the traffic so you don't have to worry, and you've actually been able to generate passive profits for you for years to come because you make an incredible amount of money in the beginning from the launch, but you still see sales trickling in even years after the initial launch. And even better, you have the email list. Here's an example, and it's a conservative one on how you can achieve the true internet marketing lifestyle. Let's say you're able to do a 1,000 sales launch. Now, this might seem like a lot, but it's really not. I'd say you need maybe 10 to 12 affiliates to pull this off. So let's say about 12 affiliates to do 1,000 sales. Now, getting that is very, very easy, and we'll see why in a second. So you do 1,000 sales, just 1,000 sales, nothing more, at $20 per product. So that means there's a total of 20,000 in revenue, and you're giving away 50% in commissions, so you make 10,000 of that. This is money you take home, money that goes into your bank account from the first week of launching. Then you have a list of 1,000 people who want to learn more from you. So you promote every week a related product. Let's say that just 5% of the people on your list buy your product that you promote. So each week you'd make 50 sales times $10 your commission, that's $500 per week, that's $2,000 per month doing next to nothing, just sending emails. Now here's how beautiful this is. Then let's say that you enjoy this awesome income for a few months, but then you come in 3 months later or 6 months later and you launch another product. You make another 10,000 upfront, but then you literally double your passive income because you no longer have 1,000 people on your list, you have 2,000 of them. So now you're making the initial $2,000 per month plus another 2,000 from this new launch. So you've literally doubled your passive income, 4,000 per month, just sending emails. And I can see I wrote it here as well. You'd only need 10 affiliates per launch to pull this off. And it's so much easier than you think, and you'll see why in a second. Now, there's a big misconception about creating and selling your own product. You might be thinking, I need to make a ton of money already so I can have proof before I can start selling my own product. Wrong. It can work, but it's actually not even the best way. And in fact, affiliates might pass it all along. Here's how, and you need to pay attention to this slide. Here's how you come up with a perfect product that doesn't take time and it's a guaranteed way to generate sales. You go to an established audience with a low price alternative and you profit big time. So that's number one in our recipe. Remember, you need a great product and traffic. To get that great product, you start by looking at the current market. You start by looking at the big players, and then you develop an alternative that's just as viable but much more affordable. Now I have three examples here, but before I jump into them, ImageX, the app that so many of you on this call right now have, is basically following this very same blueprint. So you can see I'm truly implementing what I'm talking to you about on this call. This is truly how I run my business online. And obviously, it's been incredibly successful for me. It's been incredibly successful for my coaching students as well. And it's going to be for you too if you apply this system. So again, ImageX, everybody online knows about Photoshop. It's expensive, it's very hard to use, and it's still something that so many people use. So I took the concept of Photoshop and I developed an alternative that's lower priced, easier to use, and all in the cloud. And obviously, you've seen it was a runaway success because I went to an already established audience. People online need graphics, they need high converting images, they need appealing, exciting designs. And ImageX is a way of getting them without having a lot of technical skills and without spending a lot of money on Photoshop, on the big market player. Now, this is how I run most of my products, and this is how I launch most of them. WebinarX is a simple way of running your own webinars if you don't have a lot of money. Now, GoToWebinar is what most people in the industry use if they want to run webinars. But the problem is it costs $400 per month. Now, everybody knows that webinars are a great way of engaging with your audience, of creating a connection, a relationship with them, and obviously it's a great way of selling to your audience as well. So most people know that they need to do webinars, but most people don't have $400 per month to invest in GoToWebinar. It's incredibly price prohibitive. So instead they can go with WebinarX and run their webinars without spending $400 per month, just a $37 one-time fee. And the same applies to MailX. Everybody knows they need to do email marketing, but Aweber, it starts from, I think, about $300 per year, while my alternative, MailX, is a $27 one-time product. And finally, AmazonX, this is actually not my product, it is a product that Todd Gross launched some time ago. Most people are familiar with Amazing Selling Machines. It's a course that shows you how to create and launch your physical product on Amazon, but it costs $5,000 just to get access to the course. Now, obviously, again, this is incredibly price prohibitive for most people. Todd went in, he created an info product. So yes, this was actually an info product, just a series of videos with training on how to implement the same core concepts, and he sold it for $10. Now, obviously, it was a huge success. I think it sold 20,000 copies or something like that. Absolutely insane. So it turns out you don't need any proof after all. Because the audience is already there. They understand and appreciate your product on features alone. You don't need to do any of the market research. You already know what works for the people using that expensive software, and you just need to bring the same features into a lower priced alternative. And with software, this is ridiculously easy to do. You might be thinking, yes, this makes a lot of sense and it's absolutely awesome and I can see it's working, but isn't software going to be expensive to develop? Do I have to waste months working with Upwork freelancers who barely speak English? Wrong. Stay with me until the end and you'll see an alternative to doing this easier, cheaper, and all around better. So you don't need to deal with developers that are both expensive and incompetent. But if for some reason you have to leave before the end of the webinar, here's my advice. Test developers first by giving them small tasks. Once you find someone who delivers on time and who is good at what they're doing but not charging a lot of money, that's the guy you're going to go with. But keep in mind, very important is the fact that your first product can also be an info product as well. Just a PDF guide or a series of videos, a membership site. There are tons of ways of starting with your own product on a shoestring budget. Now, some more of my launching in the past. Seamless SEO was a plugin that completely SEO optimized your site for $17. Obviously, our biggest competitor, SEO Presser, was charging $500. Again, a runaway six-figure launch. Backup Buddy was a free $100 software that continuously backed up your site. I came in with Seamless Secure. It did the same thing for $17 again, a big success. Now, you have some understanding of how to create the perfect product and what it takes to truly have a successful launch and generate sales passively. But you still need traffic. Now, you might be thinking, traffic is hard to get. This is generally true for those methods that are all about exploiting loopholes. If you try to do SEO, at some point Google will change its algorithm and slap you. If you're doing Facebook marketing, at some point they will update something that completely voids all of your work and you lose your traffic again. It's just how it works. But with affiliate traffic, it doesn't work like that. Here's why. First of all, what are affiliates? So that we can actually put a name to them. They are vendors, just like you and me, who have launched their own products in the past and now have an email list of customers that want to hear more from them. So naturally, they need to keep them updated with whatever's happening in the industry, with new products that can help their audience. So what happens is that a true win-win-win relationship develops between you. You're launching the product, so you're obviously making a lot of money from selling it. But the affiliates, they are also promoting your product, so they're making a commission. They already have the email list, so for them, the work is next to zero. They just write an email, click send, and finally, the end customers also benefit tremendously. Why? Because so far, the only alternative in the marketplace was to spend hundreds of dollars on your competitor. But you come in with a low price solution that's just as good. You help the end customers too. So the affiliates are happy because they're making a commission and because they're connecting with their audience and sharing with them a fantastic product. Your customers are happy because they're getting a stunning product they would have otherwise had to pay hundreds of dollars for. And obviously you're happy because you make the most money. So you can see you're in a truly win-win-win business relationship, which is really, really rare, not just online, but anywhere inside the business world. So this is really a model that's truly helpful for all of the parties involved. And you can see how it's only a natural relationship that develops between affiliates and product sellers. So that's why they would promote. How to find them? First of all, before I show you this demo, they're still people. Just like you and me, they have a Facebook account, they have a Skype account. Most of their information is public. It's on this site called Manchai. So all you have to do is, let me move here. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you can see this new site. It says Manchai, the eye of IM launches. Some banners here. Give me a 1. All right, perfect. So everybody sees it. All right, so Manchai is virtually a calendar where every product launcher comes and posts their launch. So you can see right here, Sam Becker, for instance, is launching tomorrow Script Engage. Now, what happens is that you come in here, you add your product, so it shows in the calendar. And then people come along, affiliates who are constantly checking this website. I know this because obviously I'm a big affiliate. I have a customer list of over 20,000 people. I'm promoting affiliate products every month. So at the beginning of each month, I go to Manchai and I look at what's going to happen this month, what products are going to launch. And from the names, I can click on some of the names and I get more information here, what the product is and so on. And I can go to the JV page for more information, which is basically going to show me the product demo and so on. So I can do that. And if a product is right for my audience and I think it's going to benefit them, then I'm going to promote that person. So you can see all you have to do really is list it here. People will come to you naturally. And you can also go to this site and click on those links because most people will have their contact details at the bottom of the pages. So you can add them because everybody that's also launching is an affiliate that can promote for you in the future. So you go ahead, you add them, you send them an email, a Skype message, a Facebook message. You say, hey, congrats on your successful launch. I have one coming up that I think will benefit your audience, and you send them a link. I get personally tens of those messages every week, and I check them. I actually check them even if the person launching isn't somebody known or well connected or a friend of mine. I check them because quality products can come from anywhere, and I know that most affiliates online do the same thing. And if it's a right fit for my audience, I'm going to promote it. That's what most affiliates also do. So you can see, again, a natural relationship that develops, and really you don't have to chase them down, you don't have to hard sell anybody or to have to convince them. They come naturally to you. So we've covered creating a product, we've covered traffic. Right now you might be thinking, thanks for that, Radu, but now what? Now, I'll be frank. Doing it all on your own, you'd have a hard time having a breakthrough. Number one, considering that your product idea is a good product idea, you need to find someone to pay on Upwork to develop your software. It would end up buggy and expensive and take a lot of time. It's hard to find developers who even speak proper English. Or you can go the info product route, but you'd still have a lot of questions throughout the whole process. You wouldn't have a step-by-step action plan that you can wake up every day and know what to do that day to achieve success. What's more, you need to write the sales page, but you don't have any previous experience, and the sales page is absolutely crucial. You can have the best product in the world. If you don't know how to market it, no one will buy. Decent copywriters know this, so they charge you big amounts, at least $1,000 for somebody who knows what they're doing. And no affiliates really know you, so they won't really trust you. Even if your product is amazing, some of them might not want to promote because they don't know you. They don't know if you're going to run away with the money and then close down the products for their customers. If you're thinking right now, I'm afraid I'll fail. If you're feeling some fear inside of you, know that that's totally okay. For me personally, something that I want to share with you is that whenever I'm feeling afraid or nervous about my business, that's the moment I know I'm this closer to having a real breakthrough in my business. So instead of letting fear detract you from success, let it push you towards it. Use it as a catalyst. Know that you're actually stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're actually getting things done. You're making real progress with your business. Finally, get a coach. He will encourage you when you need it most. Whenever you're afraid of doing something, whenever you're nervous, whenever you feel like you don't have the time or you're tired, he's going to encourage you every step of the way. He's going to help you feel a lot safer knowing that you're doing everything he asks you to do, knowing that you're on the right path, knowing that you're actually implementing a system that works, and knowing that you're completing tasks that put together are bringing you closer to true financial success online. So let's sum up. In order to make huge money, you need to launch, to sell your own product. And if you want to take it further, you need to get a coach. Here's where I come in. If you remember a little earlier, I told you that getting a coach was the single best decision you could make online. There's just so much potential. You've seen all the proof so far. With the right guidance, with having the right system in place, you can do really, really well. For example, we've already talked about Mark Bishop. He used to be a plumber. I helped him with his first launch. He did 20K profit, and now he's still launching years after. But what about Ian Rolfs? When he first came to me, he had no idea, absolutely no idea, what launching your own product means. Then in his very first launch, his very first product release, he did 60K and he got A-list affiliates on board promoting. So if you're thinking, no one knows me, they're not going to promote me, inside my coaching, I'm going to show you how to get A-list affiliates promoting you, just like they promoted Ian on his first launch. You can see here Todd Gross, Sam Becker, Richard Fairbairn. BBC System is actually Jay Vizu itself that promoted his product. Todd Gross, Han Fan, Craig Crawford, Neil Napier, big affiliates, they all promoted Ian on his first launch. And Raheel, who came to me with a software idea, and he left with 40K in sales. Danny Aid, again, came to me with a product idea. A couple of months later, he got teamed up with Josh Rata and they did 150K profit. Another coaching student who had a fantastic launch. Now, there are a lot more success stories that prove that my coaching works. All you have to do is take action on what I show you. Again, this system is easy to replicate. You've seen tons of my proof and tons of my coaching students' proof from their very first launches. It works. So here are the details. My coaching program, I only take a few people on every 3 to 6 months. Now, I'm doing this webinar, as I said it, showing you everything in my business as a bonus call for all ImageX customers and for all of my IMX subscribers. Now, before I begin, let me tell you, if you go to the homepage of my website right now, you're going to have to join a waiting list to join my coaching program. So don't leak any of the following information. It's just between me and you, all right? I've decided, this is your big opportunity to start 2017 with a bang. I've decided to open up 10 spots to my coaching program just for you. Not only that, I also allow you to get in for a 65% discount. Now, this is an amazing opportunity exclusive to ImageX or IMX customers. And it's an amazing opportunity that not even people on my waiting list are aware of. But it's strictly limited to 10 people on a first come, first served basis. And you can probably guess why. It's one-on-one coaching, so it's obviously time consuming for me. 10 people is what I know I can comfortably work with and turn into success stories. I'm super excited for the 10 of you that are going to get this. And I'm looking forward to actually having your success stories on my next webinar. So next time I'm doing this call 6 months from now, I want to have you instead of Mark, instead of Ian, instead of Danny, instead of Raheel. I want to have your success story. I want to say, this guy, he joined my coaching in January and now he did his first 6-figure launch. So I cannot wait to be working one-on-one with you and take your business to the next level, because you get to work with me one-on-one for a period of 6 weeks. That's where I show you exactly how to generate your own 6-figure business from scratch with no list, no partners, no money, no previous experience, no technical know-how, literally nothing. Check it out right now. It's open and all the details are on that page. So go check it out now. I'll make a quick break so you have a chance to look at it. I'm also going to write this link in the chat box. So go ahead, check it out now. And keep in mind, there's just 10 spots available on a first come, first served basis. I'll keep checking from time to time, and the moment it solds out, I'm going to close down the buy button on the page. Now, there's a little bit more of the webinar left, but if you're decided that you want to make 2017 your big breakthrough year, if you've decided that you finally want to become successful online, then get this now before it sells out. Now, I'm also going to do question and answers at the end, so don't go just yet if you decide to join. I'll help you, just like I've had Arthur and Ryan do 50,000 on their very first launch with visual voice, and you can see the proof here. Now, what's funny is that Ryan, he loved my coaching so much, he bought it twice. He bought it once, he did the product launch, he was so stunned, so it was so amazing for him to do such a big launch that he said, Radu, I feel like you deserve that I buy your product coaching again. So he came back and he bought it again. Now, obviously, you don't have to do it. All right. Once is enough to get to work with me and get the same results that I got Ryan, or even better. Just this month, you can see from here, 15th of January, I helped Darwin have his very first 70K launch with my coaching just this month. So it's still working. It's very, very present just 10 days ago. Now, this is the type of results that you can expect. And you can see right here, both in February last year and then in September, I had big 125K launches 6 months apart. So those are the type of results that you can expect as well. Now, the beta spots sold out in 2 hours when I first opened up my coaching program. So this will too. If you're on the call right now, and if you're on the fence about whether you want to join or not, then take action. Stop twiddling your thumbs and actually start creating a business that's here to stay for years to come. Actually generating you passive profits. Throughout my coaching career, I've helped over 100 students make at least $5,000 per month. So this is as close as it can get to a guarantee that once you join my coaching, you will become successful online. Here, let's check it out together for a second and see what you get as part of being an Inner Circle member. So you can see right here, want to make 6 figures next year, make 2017 your biggest money making year yet. Now it says, let me refresh because it says 10 spots left. Yes, just 10 spots available. So those 10 spots, they're going to go away fast on this live call. Now, what you're going to get is that you're going to get one-on-one coaching with me, where I will help you launch your own product and profit immensely from the launch. We work together until you've had your successful launch down and you're happy with the results. Now, what this means is that there's virtually no time limit to our coaching. It is designed to go on for about 6 weeks, but if you want to take it slower, if you have certain commitments and you cannot start right away, know this. Join now, and whenever you're ready to start, we're going to start. And there's no time limit to our coaching. We work together until you succeed. So this should be reassuring you that you won't be able not to make money online after I'm done with you. So You're getting 6 one-on-one coaching sessions, and those are actually one-on-one. You get one-on-one time with me on 6 calls. It's not group coaching, it's not anything like that. It's all custom tailored to you. So we'll go over every aspect of your business. You'll have assignments that you have to complete each week, and we'll keep track of your progress and keep you on the right path to success. You're going to have weekly goals and tasks, so you'll know exactly what to do every day waking up. You'll have a clear plan towards success. You'll have structure, focus, and determination because of this coaching. By following my advice, you will reduce your chances of failure to an absolute zero. Not only that, you're getting six-figure training right away. Today, once you join, you're going to get access to an exclusive training platform that shows you everything I do in my business step by step, so you can get started crushing it online. Once you go through that video training, through the training platform, we start the actual one-on-one sessions. So we work together, custom tailored until you succeed. So I help you pick up the best product idea that from my vast experience I know will sell well for you. I help you with that. I help you create it. I help you market it. And then I help you generate passive profits from the emails that you're going to build from the launch. So you're getting my help at each step of the way. You're not alone in this journey. You've seen the proof. I've had dozens of students succeed online with this. And I'm ready to do the same for you. I'm ready to make you my next success story. So you're going to get support and motivation and that extra kick in the butt to take massive action. All for an investment that it's extremely low, considering that it's 65% off. So you're going to get my personal launch blueprint. This is exactly what I'm using for every single one of my launches. I've used it with ImageX this month. It's going to show you how to find a winning idea for your product, to creating this product, to generating insane levels of income, all step by step. And you're also going to get my 1K per day formula that shows you how to do just 1-2 hours of work per week and generate 1K per day money with zero effort. You even know how to launch without ever creating your own product. So if you're thinking right now, it's going to be hard to create my own product, I'm going to show you how to do it even if you don't have a product. That's right, with my help and my connections, you'll be able to find developers ready to give you their products for free to launch. And you're also going to get case studies into how I run my six-figure launches. So let's get back to this webinar training for a second. The training platform has all the training you need to succeed delivered to you even before we do the coaching. So the one-on-one time that you have with me is spent exactly on the big money makers. I'm going to show you personally how to succeed online, and it's all custom tailored to you, to what you want to do in this industry. If you want to start with software, I'm going to show you how to do that. If you want to start with ebooks, if you want to start with info products, I'm going to show you how to do that. And then the details, they're left for the training platform, which is updated weekly based on your feedback. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, Radu, it sounds amazing, and it truly is amazing, but you still haven't answered a few things. So I get your coaching, I have clarity, I know what to do every single step. That's fantastic. But I still need a product, I still need a sales page, I still need affiliates. Now I'm glad you asked, because the circle comes with some amazing bonuses. But just before I reveal what these bonuses are, I want to check how many spots there are still left inside the inner circle, because as you know, I can only take 10 people on due to the fact that my personal time is involved coaching every single one of you. So hold on for a second, I'm going to check how many more spots are left, and if you're ready to join, then please do so. Secure your spot now, take action, and get this much closer to online success and transforming you into my next success story. All right, so 6 people have already joined, which means there are just 4 more spots left. Just 4 more spots left. So if you're on the fence about it, claim your spot now. The bonuses that you're going to get as part of the inner circle today. Number one, your very own software. Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take one of my already highly successful software programs. I'm going to rebrand it and change it so it's 100% custom to you. And those are all proven to sell, so there's no need to reinvent the wheel. These tools, they sell themselves. That means you get access to your very own software, fully rebranded to market you. You select this from a suite of my own software tools, which are all proven to convert. So you will be able to offer just what the market wants. Number two is you're getting what I call a sales page review. Now, this is very, very important. I'm going to show you step by step how to create a powerful, high converting sales page. This is an incredible skill for you because copywriters, decent ones, charge at least $1,000 for writing sales pages. So, you can actually make some side income by writing sales pages for other people once you're done with the copywriting training that you're going to do with me. But not only am I going to give you a deep understanding of how to do it yourself, I'm actually going to review it and rewrite it myself, so it's proven to convert and transform visitors into buyers. I'm going to personally take what you write after we do the training, and I'm going to rewrite it in a way that's custom tailored to you and your product. It markets you, it makes you sales. And there's no need anymore to pay $1,000 to a copywriter. This is a bonus that you're getting for free that has a $1,000 value. Number three, and it keeps getting better and better. You're getting a VIP affiliate connection JV blast. This means I will promote your launch to my JV list of over 1,000 affiliates now. I will connect you thus to my top affiliates to ensure that your launch is a success. So they will know who you are and they'll trust promoting you because of it. This exposure alone will make your launch a hit and will have you generating tens of thousands in no time. Number four, and you can see it keeps getting better and better with these bonuses, you're getting a personal email promotion from me. This alone will make your money back and some decent profit on top, because I have a list of over 20,000 people, actually 21,000 customers, all interested in buying your product. In fact, every time I promote something, I usually generate at least $5,000 in sales. So you'll make your money back just from this bonus, from this promotion alone. So let me ask you, how productive was last month for you? Because if you haven't made 20K last month, then let me tell you, it wasn't productive enough. That's what lots of my students are able to make after they finish my coaching program, after they finish the coaching period and launch their own products. That's actually where I will get you to as well. This is how much you will be able to generate after working with me one-on-one as part of my coaching. So you're getting truly unrestricted access to a 6-figure marketer. So if you haven't made any money online yet, I promise you will by the end of the coaching. And if you're already successful, then I can help you do 10 times more than what you're currently making. So why waste another second? You now have in front of you the best opportunity to finally live the internet lifestyle that you've always wanted. This is it. It's step by step. It's an action plan that works. It has been working for years and it's easy to replicate. So you have the opportunity to build a really stable and a real online business, one that generates truly passive income for you every month. It's not about exploiting loopholes, it's about having a true online business that's here to stay for years. So grab this opportunity. Take advantage of it today because I've made the same decision years ago and I haven't looked back since. Join the coaching, 4 more spots left. Once it's gone, it's gone. So join the circle today. Stop twiddling your thumbs. Take action now. Here's the link again. I'll type it also in the chat. And I'm going to start taking some questions now. So Erica wants me to mention the bonuses again. Erica, the bonuses are actually also mentioned on the circle page. If you scroll, I think about halfway through or towards the bottom, they're also mentioned there. Someone asked me, how much do I need to invest aside from the coaching fee? Now, here's the thing about this. Because it's one-on-one coaching, it means it's tailor-made for you. So if you want to do it on a shoestring budget, then I have ways of launching your product that won't take any extra money at all apart from the coaching fee. There are ways to launch a product that's 100% free. Now, there are ways of actually doing a launch with a bang by investing a little bit of money, or you have ways of somewhere in between, do a big launch and then use some of the profits, reinvest them in another bigger launch. The key aspect here is that you can definitely start on a shoestring budget, even if you don't have $1 over the coaching fee. And I'm going to work with you personally because this is one-on-one coaching and show you how to do it no matter your circumstance. So no matter where you're at right now or where you want to go, know that you can work with me on it because it's one-on-one. So I'm going to mold myself to your requirements. Somebody asked if I haven't made money online yet and if I don't have a list, will this work for me? Yes. When I started out, I was in the same place. I've had tons of coaching students starting out in the same place. You don't need a list. You don't need previous experience. I'm literally taking you from absolute zero if you need that. So, because this is one-on-one, we can start from your level, whatever that level is, even if it's level 0. So it's going to work for you absolutely. Keep in mind, as long as you're prepared to do the working for this is important. It's not a lot of work. I'd say maybe 1 or 2 hours per day, but you have to do it. How much would it cost on average to invest for software creation? Now, I have ways of actually launching a software without spending any money. But if you want to build your custom-made, absolutely everything done as you wish from start, then it depends on what type of software you want to build. There are web apps, WordPress plugins, desktop apps, and so on. I would say that you can safely build a software from as little as $500. But obviously, depending on the features you want to do, it can balloon up to 5,000. I've done both of these launches myself. But again, you can do launches, even software launches, with no extra money. Now, if you have a private question that you don't want me to answer it loud with my voice so everyone can hear, write it in, but put the word private before, and I'll answer by typing it, and only you will get the answer typed in. So this works as well. Somebody else just signed up. Thank you for joining. This means we're just free places left, just 3 more spots available for the inner circle. Somebody asks, what is the realistic support burden for a software product? So basically, how much time will I have to spend on doing support? Here's the thing. I have a team in place that handles my support. As long as you don't do volumes that are just as big as mine, because I have so many software tools, we can handle your support for free in the beginning before you start making the money yourself. Once you're successful online, once you've had your successful launch done and profits are coming in, you can hire somebody to do your support, entire support across all of your software products for about $200. So it's not expensive to do support once you do the launches and once you're successful with them. And before you do that, we're going to cover it for you for free. I'm actually going to do the support for you before you reach a certain threshold of sales. Some people are asking me for payment plans. Yes, I can set up a payment plan. It will overall come up a little bit more expensive if you add up the payments than if you get the regular version, the main version, obviously, but I can definitely get that up and working for you. Will this work with books or ebooks? Absolutely. As long as it's a product that you can sell online, it's going to work. All right, so keep asking those questions. There are a couple more slides. I'm going to go over them and then I'm going to get back to answering questions. And know that I won't close this webinar until I've gone through all of them. But so far, 3 more spots left. So if you want to join now. Don't miss out on this opportunity. You might be thinking, I don't know how to launch a product. Guess what? That's what my entire coaching is all about. I'll be taking you by the hand. I'm going to show you step by step how to do it, how to come up with a winning idea that we're going to discuss together. So you're going to get my personal input over what will work or what won't work. And we'll meet weekly one-on-one on Skype to strategize and build the launch to a momentum where it's going to generate lots of sales for you and hit all of your goals. So again, you have my Skype, my personal Skype that I answer personally to, and you can just message me there. Or you'll also have my personal email address that doesn't go to my support team, it goes straight to me, so we can chat there anytime, day or night as well. English is not my first language. Now, if this is a concern for you, then guess what? Neither is mine. I'm sure you've realized it by now, but it's really nothing to worry about. There are a lot of 7-figure marketers out there who I can assure you speak worse English than you. What matters more is determination and being ready to do whatever it takes to succeed, to follow my system, and nobody will blame you because of the way you speak. Your guarantee. What's your guarantee? Now, plain and simple, and listen up because no one else does this in this industry. Even if this is coaching, even if my personal time is involved, if you're not able to make any money while taking action and implementing the plan, I'll give you all of your investment back. So yes, you have to actually take action and show me. This offer is not for slackers. That's how sure I am you'll succeed. My students, you've seen the proof, they ended up doing over 20K profit after their launches, and I'm sure that you can do that too. Now, what's the catch? The catch, as I mentioned, I can only take 10 people on this because obviously there's my personal time involved. There are still hundreds on this webinar right now, so I expect it to sell out as soon as I finish it. A second catch that I already mentioned is that this still requires that you put in the work that's needed. Now, I will guide you every single step of the way. I will motivate you to succeed and actually do the tasks that are needed. And I'm going to show you step by step what you need to make it online. But you still need to put in at least 1 hour of work per day, or maybe 2 hours on certain days. Now I'm going to be taking questions again, but here's that link. 3 more spots. Join as fast as you possibly can because it's going to sell out. Now this coaching is not cheap, but it's extremely affordable for everything you get. Let's recap. Number 1, you're getting one-on-one coaching with me. Now this has to have a value of at least $5,000 because I know that some people in this industry charge $5,000 just for coaching alone. You're getting access right now, today, to a premium training platform with step-by-step videos and training about how you can set it up from day one. Again, a $3,000 value. You get your very own software tested and proven to sell, $1,000. You're getting your very own sales page reviewed, rewritten by me, so another $1,000 value, because this is actually what you'd end up paying a copywriter if you were to go with that way. You're also getting a VIP affiliate recruitment JV blast. So all the 1,000 affiliates on my email list will hear about your launch, will know your name, and if it's a right fit for their list, they'll sign up and promote. That's a $4,000 value because, in fact, I bet that just my email alone to my affiliates will generate more sales for you because they're going to promote. And they're also going to get a private promo from me to my 20,000 plus email list. So another $5,000 value there. So if you go back, take it one by one and add it up, you can realize that actually these values, they are very, very based in reality. Those are actually the type of money that you'd have to spend normally if you were to do it your own. That's $19,000 worth of real life value that you get for much, much less. So take a minute and think about it. You can't really treat internet marketing like a hobby. It's still a business. So if you think about it from a business perspective, just consider it for a second. How much does it cost to start an offline business? Say, for instance, a restaurant. How much would it cost to rent the place, to hire staff, to buy equipment, to buy all the food that's needed to prepare dishes and so on? It's high 5 figures to low 6 figures. Now, an online business, it still requires an investment, but it's much, much less, and the return on your investment, it's much, much better. You've seen all the screenshots, you've seen the proof. Now, I'm going to start answering questions soon. So start typing them in now. There's a split pay option available as well. So I have both of them on this final slide live right now. So join the circle or go with the split pay option. Know that there are just 3 more spots left. So I'm going to send the message in the chat, split pay option now live. Now again, the split pay will come up a little bit more expensive than the regular version if you add up the payments, but whichever way you're able to join, you're in for a fantastic journey. So thank you for trusting me. Thank you for getting this, and I bet that this is the moment that's going to influence your online business more than anything else. So the presentation itself is now finished. What I'm going to do now is start answering questions, and I will not end this webinar until I've gone through all of them. So again, keep in mind, if you want it to be private, type in private at the beginning, so I will only answer to you. That's perfectly fine. So I'm really concerned with finding reliable developers. Now, since I've been in this business for years now, I have a network of reliable developers that I can connect you with and refer you to. Those range in price from affordable to high quality, but a little bit more expensive. Either way, I have tons of people that I've worked with that I trust that I can recommend you to. So again, you're not only getting my coaching, you're also getting all of my connections through my promo to my email list, to my VIP JV Blast. So I'm connecting you with my affiliates, to even connecting you with my developers if you need that. So somebody else messaged me that they just joined, which means there are just 2 more spots left. Somebody asks, I cannot start right away, but I can start in maybe a month or 2 months. That's perfectly fine. Secure your copy now, because I'm only opening the inner circle once every 6 months or so. So secure your copy now, but then whenever you're ready to start, you can go through the videos and then message me. You'll have my personal Skype. You'll say, Radu, I'm ready to begin the one-on-one, and we'll begin from that moment. We'll consider that as day 0. So obviously, whenever you're able to join and actually start, it's perfectly fine, but just secure your spot today. So I've answered a few private questions, but keep them coming. There are just 2 more spots left, which means it's going to sell out soon. So if you're on the fence right now, this is the time to join. Do I recommend any products like software, and what would that add to the cost? So you'd need a website, and we can offer to host your product for you. So if you don't have a hosting account, or you're on a shared hosting or whatever, like most people are, we can host it for you. So that's a cost that we can take away as well, besides doing the support for you as well when you're starting out. So we can help you streamline your launch process without you wasting a lot of money on those auxiliary stuff that you can just get once you're successful. Now, besides that, I have a page builder that I'm using to build all of my marketing pages. And I can also give you a free copy of that as well. And finally, you would probably need an autoresponder, but that's only after you launch. So in effect, with my help, once you get the coaching, you can really launch this without additional expenses. All right, so somebody else just joined, which means we're down to the final spot. There's just one more spot left. Once it sells out, the offer is gone. So if you have any more questions, ask them quickly so that I can answer them, and then you can grab that final spot. Somebody asks, what would it cost to develop your own software, your own web-based software? Now, I have strategies inside the inner circle training, and obviously I can share with this with you on the one-on-one coaching as well, on how you can do it just a couple $100 or how you can do it with a couple $1,000. So obviously it all depends on how much money you have to invest, what are your long-term goals, and so on. Now, know that whatever level you're at right now, whatever disposable income you have to invest besides the fee, even if you have zero besides the fee, then we can work together. And I definitely have a solution that's right for you, whatever your situation is right now. All right, so if there aren't any more questions, again, we're down to the final spot. So what's going to happen is, unless there are any more questions going to come up in the next minute or so, I'm going to close this webinar, but I'm going to leave the buy buttons up until that final spot is taken. So as long as the buy buttons are still live on the sales page, you can still grab it. But there's just one more spot left. And once that's gone, the buttons will get removed as well. So your best bet, obviously, is to just get it now. All right, so thank you all who've been here on this call with me today. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Thank you for listening to how I run my business. This is literally what I do day in, day out, and this is how I run my online business. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for hearing me out and watching this webinar. I hope that I've helped you and gave you some clarity and focus on your online journey, even if you haven't joined. But for those of you who did join, thank you so much for trusting me with this. I'm going to work hard at making sure each and every one of you who've joined today are going to be successful online, have their own successful product launches, and I'm going to work with you one-on-one, making sure you're going to be my next success story, making sure your screenshot is going to be in my next webinar, when I do this 6 months from now. So thank you for joining. And for those of you who are still considering it, keep in mind there's still one spot left. So as long as the buy buttons are still there, that can still be yours. So if you're on the fence about it, grab it now. I'm going to mute the audio right now. The webinar is finished. Again, thank you for joining. There's still one more spot that you can grab. I'm going to mute it, so there won't be any audio, but I'm going to go through some private questions that I can type. So if you still have private questions, know that you can send them still to me, and I'm going to answer them privately. So thanks again for watching this. One more spot left. Grab it now. It can be yours. And this was Radu speaking. Thanks for joining.